Yeah, we might.
What up? What up? Welcome into another NBA edition with the OG crew. We got everybody in attendance, and it's always good to talk to my guys here. We don't have the best slate. My guy
Hell no,
Dutch likes to call it the day shift, but it's good to talk to the fellas. Dutch, we go around the horn before we get started. We missed you on Tuesday, so how'd you feel about that Super Bowl game, and how's everything been with you?
man. Well, we know the NBA is a hell of a drug. Are you looking at the plugs? Yeah, man. It's good to be back with the fellas as always. All the real ones in the chat holding us down. Yeah, man. I felt fabulous, man. The Super Bowl was a beautiful motherfucking thing. Did it have to be so stressful? Did it have to be like that? I mean, I guess it's the NFL, so it's only right, as our boy Wayne Band would say. The script had to be in full effect. So not much to say, Skee. I mean, we didn't overthink the shit. Patty Mahomes, Andy Reid, plus money. Shit, sign me the fuck up. Hopefully, we continue to get that free money for years to come. But NBA, man, shit, man. I one thing I shouldn't have done was leave you boys on Tuesday. I've been in wifey mode. I ain't gonna lie. But goddamn, it's been a rough week for your boy in the association. So hopefully, being back with the fellas, breaking it down like a pound. We will get to the money. Ugly ass card though today. I don't even know if we call this the day shift, homeboy. This is like, hey, this is the overweight. Like, hey, if you can't cut it, you never been on a poll. This is like a $500 giveaway tryout type shit. It's that bad type of shit. But hopefully we'll find something. We got a 3-piece with you fellas and everyone in the chat. Hopefully we get to the bag, man.
Absolutely, we're gonna get to it. And Daniel reminding everybody to hit the like button. Coming to you next, Babano. And I want you to take a look at the bottom of the screen, everybody. Make sure y'all give him a nice follow on his new account at Babano Bets. Babano, how you doing today?
Yeah, well, for the longest time, you could still go to the old account and it would still be there. The old account's gone. It's been suspended, thankfully, because it's just useless now. Someone's spamming crypto stuff constantly from it. So it's just what it is. Like, I haven't even used it in a month. So it's good the old one is suspended, although we need to rest in peace at Bobano on Twitter. 25,000 followers. It was a great run, 15 years since 2009. And now because of I don't know how the hell it happened, but because of some ridiculous situation, I've got to start from scratch. But we'll build it up. We'll build it back. We'll build this thing up like we did before. So at Bobano Bets, NBA wise, was not the greatest night last night. I was very the team that let me down was Cleveland. I thought Cleveland was in a bounce back spot last night. They didn't get the job done against Chicago. Well, they won, but they didn't cover that game. They had a slow start. But we did have the Lakers Jazz over. We did have Charlotte plus the points against Atlanta. We had some few winners there, but that was not one of them. Cleveland hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it was an interesting day in the NBA yesterday, to say the least. Wham Bam, how's NBA been treating you, and how you feeling today?
Yeah, shout out to Pascal Siakam. He did what he had to do against his former team. Other than that, man, I got dog work too. Kelly Oubre couldn't make a shot, like he has been, just struggling, bro. Like, I don't know, something wrong. He got a little bitch problems or something. Maybe we gonna fall off with Kelly, man. I don't know, bro. But yeah, everything other than that, I did win with Pascal. Shout out to that. We talked about it on the look ahead there. And yeah, man, today is a nasty slate for sure. It is a nasty slate. A lot of shit to talk about, man. We talked about the Super Bowl. Swifties, are they shooting up the parade, bro? I don't know. What's going on? Everybody want to say bang, bang, Niner gang. Don't do E40 like that. That's bad press. We're not doing E40. We're not doing Unk like that, bro. I think it's the Swifties, y'all. They just covert shot up the damn parade, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just got here, and now we shooting up parades. Come on, man. That shit don't add up, bro.
Yeah, I did see that. I did peep that. So hopefully everybody who was involved is okay.
Can't go to a parade without worried about losing your life and gunfire and shots ringing out. Just brutal. Terrible.
Nasty.
Absolutely. Sweaty Butcher says he followed you there, Babano.
Yep.
So I was 585. I was number 585, Bobano. You got a way to go, but Hey, one at a time, my man. I just followed you back. My fault.
There we go. 585. We're getting there. You know what's funny? I've only had that account for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So to be actually 585 already is pretty good.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, we'll
get our
keep
boys
it climbing.
followers
We'll
back.
shout it out every single day.
We'll get back to 25,000 again eventually.
Easy.
Yep.
Come on,
All
now.
right, let's get to it. We got 3 of these games, like we said. We'll start in rotation order. First up, 539, 540. Opened up Bucks -10. Now 11.5 is the consensus. Total open 225. It's like 223.5 is the consensus there. For the injury report, Giannis went from probable, downgraded to questionable, and Lillard is still probable. They'll be without Chris Middleton. For the Grizzlies, a lot did happen earlier. Smart, Rose, Pippen, Laravia, Clark, Bain, all out. Downgraded to doubtful, and Luke Kennard is questionable here. So I'm gonna come to you first on this one here, Wham Bam. And the more I thought about this game, I just started to think that this could be the dirty dog of the day with the Grizzlies. And my reason for saying that is the last day before All-Star break, before everybody goes on vacation, we know, everybody's not going to care that much. But I feel like the people on the Grizzlies who are getting that opportunity, they still have much more to play for. Like they are not out here to bullshit. They're playing for their future in this one specific game. So for those reasons, I want to look towards the Grizzlies there. If I have to play the total too, I like it under. But how do you feel about it, Wham Bam?
Yeah, I like what you're saying there, bro. This is a hard game to trust though, because we know that this Glenn Rivers team, they's trying to figure it out. They're trying to play a little bit better. And this Memphis team, it's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out what team on the other side of the ball of Memphis is going to be serious or not. So that's another reason why I do agree with you. If I'm going to go, motivation wise, obviously it's clear Memphis has the most motivation here. These guys just ready to get this shit over with. This is a game that, let's be real, this doesn't really mean too much to them, but they have a good rhythm right now. I think they would want to keep some type of momentum going into the break, especially after losing to Miami the way they did. I would think they want to go into this game, trying to dominate, but that's kind of tough, especially knowing, like you said, following the injury report, seeing how he got downgraded. He's not going to play. I'm not even going to think he's going to play, but I do think Dame may be out there. So maybe some Dame love there, but it's hard to trust a guy that's going through a divorce, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to trust some of these guys. They got shit going on. That's why I said Kelly Oubre. Something must be behind the scenes because you got to follow that part of it too. So this is a game that I don't want to force, but I'm with you though, bro. If I had to push anything, it's probably going to go first on the dirty dog, man. This is the dirtiest of them for sure today because it's you're getting a nice cushion. And they at home. We know they play pretty solid at home. Is no matter who's out there, Grizzlies consistently, going back to Kobe years, they have always played really good at home. So that's definitely a good long-term trend, I'm sure. In this game is probably something that has something to do with them being overvalued a lot too. So I think undervalued a lot too. So I think they are undervalued here. So I agree with you, bro. But Dame, I don't know, man. I think Dame props might be good money. I think Dame props might be good money today. It's so much fucking hard. Their backcourt is pretty much decimal, and they're not even going to probably have Scottie Pippen Jr. So, yeah, man, I think Dame probably goes off tonight if he's playing, especially without Giannis. So, but I agree with you, bro. I think Grizzlies probably the play.
All right, I'm gonna come to Babano next here because I want to talk about the total. I said I'm liking it under. Bucks have gone under 8 of their last 9, playing a little bit better defense lately. Grizzlies 18-8 to the under at home, and on back-to-back, 8 of 9 of those have gone under. Do you see this game going that way as well?
Well, one of my favorite teams to bet over the total early in the season, the Milwaukee Bucks, suddenly isn't one of those teams. They're 8-1 to the under in the last 9 games, Milwaukee. And a lot of it's been they've paid more attention to defense. It's something they've stressed since Glenn took over as the head coach with this team. And they're taking on a Memphis team that, look, even in the games that they've covered, It's not like they've been doing it because of the offense or the shooting. They've been doing it because they've been dogs on the defensive end of the basketball court, and really, really, just digging in there, knowing everybody that's out personnel wise for this Grizzlies team. We don't have to name them. We know who they are. I mean, it's Bane, it's Jaw, and it's so many key contributors. Smart, you go on down the list who's been missing for them. So I could really only look under. We'll see. The problem with the under, the one concern I would have, I mean, to me, it's under or pass, but the one concern would be that last game before the break. Do you have that defensive focus, or you're already got your heads and your mind set on the All-Star break and the All-Star festivities or the holiday that you're going to take or the vacation that you're going to take if you're not going to be at the All-Star weekend? So that would be the only concern for me. And I want nothing to do with the side here. I'm not laying 11.5 with Milwaukee, even though this does feel like a get-right spot for them. Grizzlies on a back-to-back. Last time Grizzlies were on a back-to-back, they got drilled by 20 at home by Golden State. So not really rushing to back Memphis either. It's a lean to the under, and other than that, it's a pass for me.
Not often you get a pass from Babano, but he did give you a lean there. So I'll slide over to my guy Dutch, and Bryce thinks he knows where you're going with this when he says, "Hey man, Dutch gonna look at that roster, that injury report." And he said, "There's levels to this shit." Is that how you feeling about it, Dutch? Muted.
Big mute.
Oh shit, my fault. I was choking on this gas face. Shout out to Bryce though, man. Shout out to Bryce. Maybe it should be like that, but I don't really see it like that, to be quite honest with you. A lot of people liking the Bucks, man. I don't know about that. I mean, are they already not in vacay mode? You think they really give a fuck about this game? I think they're really a team really looking forward to the All-Star break. Did show up against Denver, and then got smacked the other night, right? They got smacked the other night at the crib. So I guess people are expecting Milwaukee to bounce back after losing to Miami, 8-point favorite, right? They're down double digits from start to motherfucking finish. Shout out to our guy Razor Sharp Picks, becoming a member. I see you, my man. Much love, Razor. So you lose by 26. You beat Denver, by 17. Probably the best game they played, definitely under Glenn, but one of the better games they played recently. Put it on Denver and say what you will about Denver if they're already in I don't give a fuck mode or not. They played well against Denver, and then they go and just completely it was a back-to-back, but still though, to lose that game the way they did against Miami without Jimmy Butler, without Rozier, I mean, it was simply just effort. I believe Giannis it was the first game Giannis ever has played without a free throw attempt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. So I could see where people would think, okay, Milwaukee, this is their chance. This is their time. But are they really going to be, we got to come in here, lace the motherfucking boots up for the Memphis Grizzlies? We don't even call it a B squad. It's a C squad out there. I mean, this is the try-hard team of the NBA. So, I mean, shit, double-digit points. Everyone's betting the other way. Lions move 2-3 fucking points. Shit, man, I think you might have to look the Memphis Grizzlies' way. But Luke Kennard over 13.5. I mean, how does he not get that? He had 19 the other night, last night. I mean, 4 for 6 from 3. We know he got YMCA type game, so get 1 or 2 to go in and 13, 14 points. I mean, that should be easy. I would look at Luke Kennard over 13.5 and probably his threes. Nothing official for me because I'm treading lightly, definitely on the props and definitely going into All-Star break. These motherfuckers really just don't care. We're guessing. So I would guess that Memphis right now would be the team that cares more about this, and you're damn near getting 2 touchdowns. I don't give a fuck if Milwaukee got blown out against Miami or not.
Just to go back and double down on Luke Kennard, man, last 6 games, 48% from the field, 54% from 3, shooting 5.5 attempts from 3. So Luke Kennard definitely is the look if you look in Memphis way for sure.
Now you go WAM here.
Luke Kennard, Grizzlies, under, something like that. That's kind of how we're feeling around here. We'll move on over to 541, 542. That's Minnesota Timberwolves, Portland Trailblazers. Opened up Wolves -9.5. Still the consensus right now. Total open 216.5. Down a point, 215.5. Injury report: Anthony Edwards and Moore, both game time decision. Clark is out for the Blazers. Scoot is game time. Brogdon, Brown, Sharp, all out. So, Babano, come to you for your Timberwolves here. And they've been damn good. I feel like in general, ever since that Charlotte game. They had like maybe one other slip up, but they've been playing good basketball, and a lot of it is defensively. This Portland team is a team that I have trouble trusting. Can you trust them here tonight, or do the Timberwolves keep it going?
I can't say it enough how impressed I was with the Timberwolves the other night, because they had that huge win in LA against the Clippers, big time showdown in the Western Conference. No let up at all. Easily could have been a letdown flat spot against Portland the very next night, beating the Blazers handily 121-109, wire to wire win, point spread cover. And I said I didn't trust Portland enough to take Portland in that spot, even with Minnesota off the big win against the Clippers, and rightfully so. They proved it to me. I just couldn't trust Portland, and Portland is not going to score very easily against this Minnesota team. That's assuming Minnesota brings it defensively again, like they've done all season, really. And that's going to be the big question here, because this is obviously the final game before the break for this Minnesota team. They are playing great basketball, but are you going to? And they're playing the very same team they just beat by double digits. So the psyche and the mental side of things come into play a little bit here with Minnesota. And now you see that Anthony Edwards here, it looks like he's going to play. I would assume he is. He was at shoot around, so I think he'll be good to go. Portland, it's no Brogdon, it's no Shaden Sharp. It's the same slew of players that have been out for them recently. It looks like Scoot Henderson as well, the first-year player. Looks like he will play tonight with the back injury that he's dealing with. But again, I'm not interested in Portland. They have obviously struggled with Minnesota. The only concern for Minnesota is the focus and the diligence to get the job done decisively going to be there again. The very final game after the break, and you're playing the very same team you just beat down next time. So there are some mental and really some situational concerns you would have for Minnesota here, but not enough for me to trust Portland. I just don't. I think if you're going to bet this game, best way to go is honestly bet a team total under on Portland at 103. I think it's going to be difficult for them to crack the century mark if Minnesota's going to play the level of D they have all season, which we know they're capable of. The only hang up for me, as I mentioned, would be, will they do it in this final game before the break, or do they kind of slough off? But if they don't, I don't see Portland going over that team total. So I would lean that way. But again, I hate to do it, but it's going to be a pass for any official wagers.
I agree that they're playing slow. Portland team total looks good. You can trust Minnesota defense, and that's probably a good way to play it. Dutchie, coming to you here. They said that maybe this is the level play of the day. It's hard for all of us to back Portland here. I know you're not backing Portland. Are you backing the Wolves?
Man, God damn it. Man, I told you it's been
You've been hanging around Cab too much, Dabby Cab, man. He's teaching you all the ways not to do shit. He's teaching you all kinds of bad fucking habits, man.
No, I'll tell you. I'm not gonna lie. This gas space is a little choky. Plus, as you can see, I'm not in my normal, habitat. I'm out here. I got the sliding glass door open. I got my fucking delivery fucking people coming by. It's loud, man. All right. So I'm just trying to be respectful. But yeah, I'll get it together, Bobano. I'll get it together. This fucking game, huh? Man, see, Skee, you trying to set now, like, I'm telling you, I think I've been in the club too damn long, man. I done had too many shots because I'm starting to look at that ugly ass. Like, what the fuck? I almost want to, like, are the Blazers not to play tonight? Are they not? Because it's like, it's kind of disgusting. This is the last game, right, of a 4-game road trip for Minnesota going into the break. I mean, they just started off in Chicago, 5-game road trip, excuse me, and then they've hung around in P-Town. And, speaking of the club, I mean, ain't shit to do in Portland but to go to a motherfucking strip club and smoke some weed, maybe eat some good seafood. I mean, that's all they got to do in Portland. So these boys is probably in lazy mode, chill, absolutely chill mode, if you ask me. And I would think that the Blazers, man, I know our boy Troy says no Malcolm Brogdon, no bet. I don't know if Malcolm Brogdon goes to the no bueno category, my guy. I would like to see him out there if I'm taking the points, but this guy Scoot can catch fire. We know what you can do at Jeremy Grant. They do got layup boy down low. I mean, this is a situational spot here, and since it's so fucking bummy, I just think that realistically the Blazers have to be the play here. I don't believe I'm gonna bet it. I just think I just think when I'm looking at this game, Minnesota does not give a fuck about this basketball game. They just beat them. They've been on the road, as I mentioned. They're ready to go on vacay mode. I think Portland, would like to end at least the All-Star break with something for the fans at the crib. So I think it's a competitive basketball game.
Sure.
I mean, really, I think Portland probably live to win the game. So, I might go to the window with the +9. But I hate betting these fucking shitty-ass teams. I really do. But when we have shit cards, it's like if you want action, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to shoot. What they say, ski, shoot and shoot. Well, goddamn it,
Absolutely.
I have to pull the fuck up.
I feel you.
Wham bam. Can you get there?
Yeah, I feel everything he's saying, bro. I really was, I actually like this fucking Portland Trailblazers team. When no one likes them, that's when I like them, man. This is when it gets nice and fuck with them here. But I'm gonna focus in on a prop, bro. Y'all know how I get down, bro. I like to look at what teams has been kind of getting worked by a certain player. And honestly, it's not necessarily getting worked by DeAndre Ayton, but what DeAndre Ayton has been able to do over his last 10 games against this Timberwolves team is averaging 17.1 points, 9.7 rebounds. Last game, he had 22 points, and recently he was able to do it up and go over 14.5 points. Pretty easy the last 2 games. So 22 and 18 the games before with 12 and 18 attempts. I think that's a good value play right here. And then these guys are giving up the second most points to opposing centers at 39.2 points. Last 5 games, and if you go back to the year, they're still second to last, just under the Jazz at 38.7. So I think that he should get at least half of that. You know what I'm saying? Let DeAndre get at least half of that, and let the layup boy lay up, man. So we're gonna go over 14.5 points, plus 102, plus money like I always do, man.
Good stuff from Wham bam.
Real quick, Skee. People in the chat, they think like you don't eat the seafood at the strip club. You either go, you go to the seafood spot and then you go to the motherfucking strip club. Okay, come on, you say, don't be fucking. I'm like, what's all this strip club seafood shit? Hey man, you slow mo. No. All right.
Hey, y'all cutting up there in the chat, man.
We know it's the ugly car, but golly.
Hell no. Motherfucker ordered the fucking seafood platter as soon as he sits down and shit. Hell no.
Yeah, I'm good on all that. Good on all that for sure.
Yeah.
Next game, 543, 544. Warriors, Jazz. Don't even want to talk about it. Warriors open -1. They're 1.5 right now. Total open 237.5, and it's up to 240 for the injury report. I still don't see anybody on there for Utah, and only Chris Paul is out for the Warriors. It could change because both of these teams are on a back-to-back. I'm coming right back to you here, Dutch. And, Utah, they've been good at home. They haven't been playing that good lately. Warriors have been playing good, 5 of their last 6 games. I mean, 5 and 3/4 of their last 6 games. Who are you going with in this one?
Yeah, man, this one's a little tough for me. To be quite honest with you, I'm a little salty about the Warriors from last night. It sounds like we all are a little bit, I was on the Warriors last night. I had a rough motherfucking day. I was hoping they would finish strong, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Klay Thompson, man, I don't know, man, that motherfucker, I don't know. He on some shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with Klay Thompson, but his ass needs to go find himself on the pine and stay there, because it's just like I don't like the vibe he's giving, but I do like the vibe that I'm getting from the Golden State Warriors. I said it. Unfortunately, what happened, with the coach and all, it was unfortunate, and rest in peace. But the Warriors, every team needed a break in this long ass season. So, but they're getting 2 All-Star breaks. They literally didn't play for 8 games, and you're seeing it. They won 8 out of 9, 7 out of 9 basketball games. Out of last 9, and should have won last night. I like what we're seeing out of Kuminga. Wham Bam has kind of broke that down. And I've mentioned, as long as he's the second option on the team, I really believe the Warriors, can do big things, because Steph got that break and now he ain't pressing, and we're seeing the chef now. We're seeing a lot better Steph Curry as well. Obviously Draymond coming back sets the tone a little bit. I don't know what the fuck was going on last night. It's that NBA fuckery. But overall, I wouldn't get in the Warriors' way right now. You know what they say. You miss a bet, good bet, you got to bet it again. So it's the Warriors are nothing for me here. They did smack them the other night in Utah, not too recently. They have won 4 out of the last 5, 2 straight this year. So maybe it's time for Utah to step up. Maybe Golden State's ready to fucking call it a break again. But to me, they're the way fresher team, even in a back-to-back situation. These boys haven't played that much basketball in the last month, you know. They have been playing, obviously, a little bit more of late, but they got that break. So I wouldn't take in the altitude too much. And we know the Warriors can be deep when they want to be. So I would lean Warriors here, man. But I'm not going to – man, the Jazz find a way. You know, they found a way to continuously be impressive at the house. So I'll stay off of it. I'll stay off this game. But, yeah, it's Warriors or nothing for me.
Wham Bam, is it Clank Thompson, Clone Thompson? I mean, what are we gonna get tonight, Wham Bam? I know who we got last night.
Yeah, we gotta get Clank again. Now we gotta get Clay, man. Clay gotta bring his ass out of this funk, bro. I don't know what him and Draymond are doing in those locker rooms. Maybe they taking their talents to Sacramento and lighting that beam, but they need to put the Pookie pipe down because the way they was acting yesterday is unruly, bro. I don't understand it. It's just out of pocket, bro. Out of pocket. Yeah, man. I mean, you would think everything should be focused on Isaiah Stewart going out punching out old boy in the damn tunnel, but we see Draymond licking his chops, looking crazy, looking like he off Westlake edition, man. If you know why Westlake in LA, man, he looked like he's off the Pookie pipe, bro. I'm just saying. And yeah, I don't know, bro, but I agree with everything what Dutch is saying. I only want to go Golden State here because the way they lost it last night, that was just a nasty way of losing there. And I know they seen how the reaction of Ty Lue. I know they seen the reaction on how these guys like how they did it. They can't go into the All-Star week. They can't go into the All-Star with this. They have to have a good game from everyone all the way down the line. I really believe that they blow these boys the fuck out. The Jazz, man, I know they've been actually playing pretty solid too. And the boy Jordan Clarkson actually has been playing pretty solid as of late there. Lauri Markkanen as well. But is it hard? Is it hard to take this damn Golden State team? I think I think it's not hard to take them today, bro. I think if I get out my head, I'm just gonna lock this bet in, bro. That's how I think I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to get out my head and lock this in. Take yesterday out, and I hope that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Doing the same thing I'm thinking of, taking yesterday out of it, rinse and repeat, be professionals. Let Clay cook today. I think Clay will cook today. We can't go clank mode before the All-Star game there. I think these guys get right. And this is the best team to get right on. I'm just being honest with you because we know it's going to be a lot of points scored. Maybe we just focus in on the over here. If you're scared, if you're scared, you don't want to go to church, maybe just take the over here. But I think Golden State is the only way I will go.
Babano, I want to talk to you about the total. I mean, both of these teams are playing with pace. We know we can't trust the Jazz to play any defense, but can we trust them to put up these points with both of them on a back-to-back? Or can we potentially chop it in half with the first half over?
Yeah, to me, this is the bet here tonight on this NHL slate. And not NHL, NBA slate. It's over the total here with the Warriors and the Jazz. I think it's a good look here. I think when you look at this matchup here, you've got two teams that we don't trust defensively. I think when you look at Utah, I think offensively they've not been nearly as good, but we just saw the Lakers too last night without LeBron just hang a huge number on this team. I mean, so defensively, it's just been really, really tough to see this team getting the stops that they need lately. And now they've got Golden State rolling in here. I think it's going to be probably more difficult. Their defensive numbers in terms of efficiency have really plummeted the last few games. So I think that can continue here. From a side perspective, look, Utah's usually tough at home. They've got a situation where Golden State, playing last night off of just a gut-wrenching loss to the Clippers last night. You would think maybe that could be trouble for Golden State, but Golden State's really played well against Utah. I mean, I like the Warriors a little bit here. I'm going to have a small bet on the Warriors, but the bet I like a lot more is the total. I think it goes over here. You can get 239.5 still at a bunch of books. It's by far what I like the most on this 3-game slate. I think you'll see points both ways. The one thing about Utah, too, against this Warriors team is that backcourt should have their way. We know George and Sexton have been nice finds additions here for this team. And I know Dunn's not in the mix anymore, but Keontae George has been fine, the product from Baylor. Colin Sexton's had an outstanding year. You know what Lowry Markkinen's going to give you in the low post. John Collins, too, is capable of stepping up, and giving you points in the paint as well. So I think just both ways you're going to see points galore. Both teams trending down defensively. Pace should be high. So, yeah, over 239.5 for me, and I'll have a little smaller stance on Golden State money line as well.
Good stuff. Anything else? Last words? Anybody?
I'll just say they got to play with pace, bro. They got to play with pace. The Warriors do. I know they're dead last in fast break points, but this team is dead last at opposing fast break points. So they got to keep the pace up in here. So that's why I like Clay and Kuminga and all those guys to get it off on them.
All right, good stuff. We got through. You had some, Dutch?
I'm good, bro.
Okay. Well, we got through the NBA card quick and easy today, and don't even have any games to look ahead to tomorrow. So move right on over to the best bet segment, and per usual, I'll slide back to my guy Wham Bam here first. Let the people know what the best way to get paid.
All right, we gave a little hint there in the layup, boys. The day today. It's this day today. He should win the matchup against somebody that may be a little distracted, trying to shoot a little bit more threes. Karl Anthony Towns. He is in the 3-point competition. I expect him to be forcing it like a motherfucker today. And he actually doesn't play really well against this team either. But DeAndre Ayton does. He's averaging 17 points against this team. In his career, he had 22 points and 16 rebounds last game, 18 points and 17 rebounds the game before. Prior to that, 27 points. And all we need is 15. Give me the layup, boy. I think he gets at least 6 to 8 layups tonight. So let's get that over 14.5 points with DeAndre Ayton.
Layup boy for my guy Wham Bam. And next up, we got Babano. I have a feeling you're going with a total. Let's see if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's clear best bet for me. It's the only one I like well enough. It's the only one I like enough for best bet. And that's the game we just talked about. Golden State, Utah, over 239.5. Let's see points. Let's see no defense. It's the final game before the All-Star break, boys. I want to see just no contesting of shots, up and down pace. And look, these are two teams that are capable of providing that. And I think you'll see it tonight. So Warriors, Jazz, over 239.5. Best bet.
I like it. I like it. And I'll probably join either the first half or the full game. For myself, my best bet will be the first game that we talked about. I'll go Milwaukee, Memphis, under 223.5. I'll take the bonus if Giannis sits, but neither team playing up tempo, and neither offense really performing lately. So under, best bet for me in that game, 223.5. And last but not least, we got our guy Dutchie. Let the people know what the freshest look is and take us home. Muted.
Had to do it.
Gabby Cab with his best bet.
Damn, hey, I'm not. That's fucked up, man. I was just saying, I'm digging the pace of the show, though. I still got some of the playing left, even with my 3 mutes. Nah, man. Hey, I put in a small bet though. Freshest look, man. We'll take it to grind, motherfucking city. I like this look. Luke Kennard over 13.5 points, minus 109. I got that at William Hill. Check it out. It's good money, man. I think Luke Kennard pulls up from everywhere. The threes are over 3.5 plus 125. I'm gonna stay off of that. I believe 13.5 is easy. But man, we got the All-Star break coming up. Check it out, man. We'll miss the association most definitely, but we'll get a break. We'll refresh and we'll come back better than ever. So check us out here in 2 weeks right here on Skee's channel. Salute to all the real ones holding us down. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.